Hi Marastas, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, it's fabulous to have you here. And remember to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little subscribe box and ring the little bell to be notified of all my big jazz hand videos I do. So in this video I went to a psychic for some advice, and I asked the psychic 3 questions, like a magic genie, isn't it? I asked the psychic 3 questions to see what advice they'd give me. And that psychic I went to, well, she does class herself as a psychic, but like tarot cards and things like that, was my sister Ninkenboop. And she still says she's in training and that kind of thing, but I thought it'd be cool to do a reaction video to what she said about the questions I asked. If you like this kind of stuff, do give it a thumbs up so I know, and remember to discuss it in the comment box below all the different topics to do with this subject. 3 questions I asked. First question was, what way do you think I should go with the work I'm doing, do you feel? Second question is, shall I carry on the area of work I'm working in? And third and final question is, where do you feel I should live? So they were my 3 questions that I asked for her to do like a tarot reading on, and then she sent me a video of what the outcome was, and you guys are going to see that same time as me and see my reaction to the video. I have put her earpiece in due to it will give feedback otherwise if she's talking on here and I'm trying to talk over her, so it's just easier for you guys to hear me as well as my sister.
Hello. Yeah. So I either do one of 2 things. I ask questions and shuffle, and then I pick a card, and then I just say whatever that card reminds me of and link that to the question I've asked.
So she's basically explaining how
I will take
normally do
a card after asking the question, and then get a pen and paper and just like word vomit down on the paper, as a kind of way to like put it all down, just get my brain onto paper without me having to second guess myself, because I feel like when you look at a card and say things, you're more prone to saying, oh, that might not be right or whatever. So if I don't really think about it and my hand just like goes, then I can read it back and be like, right, okay, so this is your answer to the question. Does that make sense? So the first thing I asked for you was, what direction should your work go in?
Okay, so what direction should my work go in?
But that's what I asked. And so there are 78 cards, can I just say, in the deck. Okay. And you got the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh. Pentacles is a finance suit anyway. It's not emotional, it's not words, it's tangible stuff, things you can hold. So he's looking over all of the stuff he's grown, and he's pondering, he's wondering, you know, what worked, what didn't work, how it
Well, it's very much so what I'm doing at the moment.
So he's either unhappy with the progress, or yeah, well, overall he's unhappy with the progress because it's either something that he didn't expect or want, or it just didn't grow the way he expected it to.
Okay.
So I put here, it's a card of slow progress or unhappy with the results. He asks, what now? Where are the things I wanted? He looks over his achievements and wonders what worked, what didn't, how things were done successfully and how things failed. Focus on what blossomed and make more of them. So this is a card about like assessing.
Well, it's very much true at the moment because I'm looking through a lot of things, seeing what did work, what didn't work, and
he needs to see what flowers
and I feel
and make more of them.
Certain things didn't work as quickly as I wanted it to.
Even though this great thing has come from his hard efforts, he's still kind of unhappy, and he's like looking at maybe the shrubs in between haven't grown. So you would say, focus on what blossomed and make more of them. Focus on what worked. This will all take time, have patience. This is a card about patience because, you know, flowers don't just bloom from like the minute they're a seed. They have to have care, sun, water, love, sing, dance. But I've underlined here, because I think this is the most important thing from this card, look where you already have roots. And that can mean a various amount of things. So it can be where you have roots as in like where your history lies, so your degree, if you have a degree, I'm saying this as if I don't know you, I know you have a degree, but to like a stranger, I would say if you've got a degree in something, work on an area that focuses on that, like that benefits from your progress in that degree. In anything to do with education that you've done towards something, work around that. Use your roots as a good foundation because it will get you further. Or just general experience. If you've got a lot of experience in one area, focus on that. So basically this is about working from your history. Maybe now is not a good time to take risks in new areas, so like don't put your fingers in new pies. Maybe this kind of card says.
Okay. I don't know what other new stuff I can do. I think I'm trying those different things.
Something linked to a degree or a lot of experience in a field. Roots can even mean back to your roots as a location, so like back where you came from, going back to your old roots, literally as a place. Okay. Keep working with what already has worked. Analyze all your projects. Don't get impatient or frustrated. I'm kind of repeating myself now. Enjoy the process rather than wish for a destination. Oh yeah, something you would say to him as well is enjoy just creating and making and helping the plants grow rather than like stressing about where they are. And enjoy the kind of journey of it. It's supposed to be fun, especially if you're in an arts area. Like it's supposed to be a fun process of like just creating and making and building. Don't kind of stress too much about what's showing itself at this point in time.
Okay.
So your next question was about whether you should continue in the field that you're in, continue with the work that you're creating. And out of the 78 cards, you got the 10 of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards. It's one of the most colourful cards there are, so it is a very creative card. It's bold, it's colourful, it's pow, it's very you, because I think like jazz hands. But yeah, this is very vibrant. And it's emotional fulfillment because cups represent emotions.
Very me.
So there's 10 of them. This is like being emotionally fulfilled. And these people down here are celebrating together. They're a couple. They're coming together to look at the beauty that is in the air. They're not afraid to emotionally express their feelings up in the air for everyone to see because it's a rainbow, you know, like people from far are going to be able to see that. So it also can mean public work in the public eye.
Okay. So that links with the YouTube stuff.
I like when things link up like that. And there's children down here as well, so this can mean family, generations. It's a nice feeling. I wrote down card of emotional fulfillment. It's a yes card, obviously. Just looking at this, you can tell this means yes. Colors, vibrant, dancing, children, couples, love, rainbows. You can't get more cake than that, can you? Willing to lay all your emotional cups up in the air for the world to see. So I would say this is about being emotionally expressive, open, and letting the world in and letting your light shine, shining bright. Maybe like rainbows represent, you know, brightness after a storm. So it could be representing that. Be bold, proud, and open. I've just realized now, rainbows kind of make me think of like LGBT kind of stuff, so maybe it's kind of hinting towards that, being proud, sexuality linked. I don't know, I'm just kind of shouting things out this card reminds me of. This does not mean on your own.
Yeah.
Support others' dreams as they support yours. So yeah, this is a community card as well, people coming together as a community, so maybe even more so about what I just said about LGBT. I don't know.
That is something I've always said I would like to do more collaborations on.
It's a community unity card, whereas this one, he was more so on his own.
I do have to be sociable.
Happy home life, happy emotions. This is a family orientated card. Family, security and satisfaction. Emotional stability, feeling like you've earned this. Career in the public eye, creative, keep chugging ahead. So it's a very good card, very positive. Because this was a yes no question, obviously the answer is yes, but it does involve all of those things as well in the long term, but it's not a card that comes to you on its own. So the 10 everything in the tarot deck didn't just appear, you know, it comes from like hard work, efforts, time, patience,
keep going and all that.
Yeah. Actions. So the last question is, where should you live? Where should you be located? Where is it that you should live, right?
Okay.
So once again, 78 questions, and I pull out, no word of a lie, I wouldn't make this up, the Seven of Pentacles again. So obviously this links to the Root card again. I've put the Root card again. Back to your roots, back to where you feel that you blossom the most. So if it's not about roots, it's about just, yeah, where things grew and blossomed the most, where things showed its results from, where things grew the most and showed for themselves the most. Somewhere more connected to the country as well, because he is growing stuff. It's natural as well, so
all my nature.
Grow fruits and veg, more natural and organic environment. That's where I literally took this card, because obviously he's in the garden, so somewhere with a garden, somewhere
I love my nature, meditation.
Yeah, I'm just seeing more like, I wouldn't see this card and assume he's in like a city or somewhere busy, or I don't know, every bit of land he's standing on seems natural. Realize, so this goes back to him looking over what he's kind of grown, and I've put realize where living hasn't worked and reassess your plan. So once again, it's about seeing what has worked and what hasn't worked.
Stayed in a lot of different places
see
before.
that as a way of trying to give you a message. So it's not worked out because it's trying to tell you something. Having 2 cards or 7 of Pentacles shows you are dwelling over things, but it's now time to put a plan into action and charge. Don't forget how far you've come, what you've achieved, what didn't work, and use those as tools to help you decide what to do. It's staring you in the face. That's what I mean, like it's happened for a reason. It's trying to say like, hey, realize that like remember that memory, like remember that happened there, remember your history. So that's everything really. I hope that's enough. I'm still learning, so
that's fabulous.
Be kind. I'm sorry if I got a bit preachy. Sometimes it makes me preachy. Look at my sunburn also. Love that. Bye Kate, love you.
I think that reading was fabulous. It was very, very positive. Basically said what I've been thinking anyway about ideas, but it's quite good. That gave me some advice of saying about the ways to go and what to do next and what to think about, but all the stuff that literally she said I've been thinking about, but I haven't really been telling her about, because I very ponder in my head on my own. I don't really normally tell a lot of people what I'm thinking, so it's quite interesting to hear that she touched upon all of that. And I just need to keep going with stuff and all that jazz really. If you want to put comments below and discuss things, do so. That'd be fabulous to hear what you have to say. Like I always say, if you want to do a collaboration or anything like that, let me know. Do give it a thumbs up if you like this kind of thing. And remember to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little subscribe box and ring the little bell. And also if you want to head over to Nuka Pook's channel and check that out as well. And see you guys later.